The first step in your journey of Ramadan is knowing the story between yourself and Allah. This is your spiritual, personal story with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And for some people, that story is filled with times when they worshipped Allah and they maintained that connection. However, for most of us, we feel that our story is that we are losing the mercy and blessings of Allah almost every day. We wake up with no purpose, we go to sleep hollow, feeling unfulfilled, lost and scared that the barakah that Allah had once placed in our lives is now completely gone. Then Ramadan comes along and gives us that opportunity to get that barakah back. I want you to think about your personal story with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ups and the downs from the beginning through to the end. And in this video, I will share with you key questions which will help you to write what that story is. And this is important because it allows you to assess yourself and it allows you to evaluate your iman. What brought you there? What has brought you to this point in your iman? And in my experience, what happens is that Muslims tend to reflect and evaluate themselves in Ramadan, but it's important to reflect and evaluate yourself before Ramadan begins. Allah says in the Quran that He will not change the condition of a person unless there is a change of what is in themselves. And in order to know what that change is, we need to evaluate our iman. So there are several key questions that I want you to write down and answer. And for each answer to these questions, I want you to think deeply about your personal answer to these questions. I want you to search in the house of your soul and be truthful and honest with yourself. So question number 1, how did your story begin with Allah? When was the first time that you truly connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Question 2, how does your current chapter read? What is your present, current circumstance with your iman? Number 3, how do you want your story to end? What is your ultimate goal with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Question number 4, what has been the highlights and downtimes in your iman since last Ramadan? And question number 5, the most powerful, do you think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased with where you are at this stage in your life? Inshallah, what I want you to do is I want you to take 15 to 30 minutes of your time, sit alone, sit in a dark room, sit somewhere quiet and be at peace. And I want you to write the answers to these questions so that you can truly evaluate your iman. And using the answers to these questions, in the next video, I will help you discover and define what that one thing is that you want to change about yourself in Ramadan.